Well, that was interesting.
That was actually shocking.
I was not expecting that.
I thought you were going to blow the doors off this thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought that this was going to beat you out of the hole, and then right at the end, you're going to creep forward. But
well, I was creeping back up on you at the end. I was finger walking. If we had had another 100 yards, it would have definitely like
caught up.
Oh, it would have been even and start to pass. But that, I thought for sure. I mean, that's a huge tire. What is it?
It's also
29?
a huge vehicle though too. That thing's like heavy, right?
Well, it's a 30-inch tire.
These are 27s, I believe.
It's a school bus. It has a windshield. I mean, not that that's a lot, but that is more resistance, truthfully. I had the heater going to stay warm. No, I thought this would blow the doors off it. Well, it didn't.
I'm pretty surprised. It's funny because I've driven this a lot.
Yeah, I haven't driven it.
And I'm not as shocked, but I am surprised this didn't catch up more. That's the one thing this doesn't have is a really high top end. These things are faster, but yeah, that was pretty good. You were in 4x4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So
4x4. But I mean, if you think about it, 1000 cc to 1000 cc.
Yeah.
4-seat, way more weight, larger tires.
100 horsepower.
100 horsepower, but what's that?
80.
Okay, so I think actually, you know what? It was pretty close.
I would say so.
Yeah. I did think this took off a little better though.
You got me off the line a little bit.
Yeah.
I think you actually stepped on it sooner, just a hair.
Although if you think about it, more weight is going to give us probably better grip.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah. And the tires, these are definitely a better tire. The Stag tire, it's not bad, but I think the Pro Armor tire is a higher quality tire and a little more grip on the ground.
Well, let's go check out contestant number 2.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to have more.
That was going to have more?
Yeah. No, I thought this was going to have a little more, but it didn't have anything for you the whole way.
Yeah.
Like from takeoff, you jumped out, and then I wasn't even with you.
I think this is, and you're surprised that way. I'm surprised the other way because that is like $6,000 or $7,000 more than that. It's almost 50% more. So like in my eyes, that's not bad considering this is 50% more. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, for sure. Like you can't fault its performance because it's good out of the hole.
I was ahead, and I think I was pulling away at the same time.
You pulled away the whole way.
Yeah. So I was pulling away, but it didn't. Like I could see in my mirror, it wasn't like you were a mile behind.
No,
definitely, probably what, like 8 or 10 lengths? Or?
I expected this to be a little bit closer though. Like not for the whole thing, but for the first
the whole shot,
200 yards. I thought, or 100 yards. I thought we were going to be pretty even. It doesn't launch as hard, but when you're driving it, it feels like it pulls really hard into the hole. So it's kind of interesting.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean,
I expected this to do better. It's way more expensive, and it's a bigger vehicle. It's 20 horsepower more. It's lighter than the other 4-seater bus. So in my mind, I think that this was going to be better than that, but I thought it would be quite a bit more better. And
you thought it would be more better?
I thought it would be gooder.
It just keeps getting gooder and gooder. Yes, we know that these vehicles don't really compare.
You can buy 2 of these for the price of a turbo.
But we thought you guys might find it interesting just to see a goofy drag race of sort of how this does stack up against what we had. This is all we have on the ground, so that's what we used. So, you know, I mean, take it for what it's worth. But the turbo, if you're not here by the time I'm halfway, I'll be surprised. Want to take bets how far ahead you'll be? Well, gee. You know what though? I got a better jump that time.
Yeah, you know what? This thing, it didn't take off very well. I noticed the drive-by wire on it sometimes is just on takeoff.
A little hesitant?
Yeah, just a split second hesitant. But
you
as
got rolling,
soon as
though.
it hits, it is terrifyingly wonderful.
You were 300 feet ahead of me.
Yeah,
You were like,
it felt really fast.
it looked fast.
I mean, but this vehicle is arguably twice the price. So.
Pretty much twice the price.
But it's really tough. I mean, these are the vehicles we have here right now because of COVID and everything going on. We don't have as many as we usually do. So it's just shoot out what we got. It is interesting, but I mean, a lot of people would be like, "Oh, turbo's like 4 miles ahead of that thing." It's I mean, you could still have fun with this, no problem, all day long riding with this guy.
If I hear a comment or read a comment about,
You're going
see,
to.
the Polaris is
You're
better,
gonna, yeah.
I'm gonna climb through the computer and freak out. Of course it's better. I mean, come on. Or if I hear anybody say, well, that wasn't fair.
Yeah,
I
that
mean-
wasn't fair. Yeah, really? No kidding.
Just so everybody knows, like around here at the Dirt Trax office on a Friday afternoon when we've worked all week, we do crazy weird crap like this just for fun. This is what we do, and we don't always film it because sometimes it's just for the heck of it.
Yeah, that wasn't really, I mean, that vehicle is...
Still, that thing has what, 47 horsepower?
Yeah, but it's arguably probably, what, half the weight almost?
For sure.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at the end, I wasn't pulling you that hard.
No.
Once it got wound out.
That's geared, that's an XMR,
Yeah.
so it's geared, I mean, the 570 is just a little, like, it's struggling to make power. Like, you can feel this thing when you take off, you're just like, I need another, like, at least 400 cc's.
Let's go get the mud bike.
I won't hold that wide open that long. Yeah, I'd kill someone. I was anticipating this would be right in the neighborhood of the General 4, and it was a little better, but 2 seats less, a lot less weight, and it did beat it.
Yeah, I would say that maybe the price is just a hair on the high side.
I agree. I think
If it was like 17 Canadian, I would
Yeah.
say, okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But at 20, it's just, and that's Canadian. That's just on that upper end where maybe it's not cheap enough.
Well, I think you can buy a RZR 900 for the same money,
A little less.
if not a little less, and you can probably buy a RZR 1000
For just
S.
a hair more.
for just like $1,500 to $2 grand more, which I'm pretty sure a RZR 1000S, if that General was neck and neck, the 1000S runs the same. No, it runs more horsepower, doesn't it? Than
No,
the
100
horsepower. Okay.
But smaller chassis, lighter chassis.
Lighter.
It would have been faster for sure.
It definitely would have been without 30-inch tires, because the 1000S doesn't come with 30s. It would have definitely, put the boots to this one. But I think you're right all in all. It needs to be probably $2,500 to $3 grand cheaper, and
it would be easy to recommend at that price.
yeah, people would go, hey, but I'm saving, I'm saving $4,000, $5,000,
Well, that's what
$6,000.
CFMOTO's deal always was
Yeah.
like, yeah, okay, it's not the best, but I'm saving a bunch of money,
Yeah.
and you go, oh, okay, well, that makes sense.
Yep.
So I think if they can figure out how to get that a little more price in line, now you do get a winch, mirrors, a bunch of other stuff, turn
Aluminum
signals,
rims and tires,
whether you
piggyback
want that
shocks.
stuff or not.
Yeah.
But, hey, it was an interesting story to do. It was an interesting little project, I guess, for us. And
Yeah,
yeah, like I said, we didn't not prove anything, so
Yeah.
success.
I guess, yeah. I
Let's
think
roll
so.
it.
I think so.
If you enjoyed this segment, make sure you hit that like button and definitely consider leaving us some comments. We always appreciate hearing from our fans. Also, make sure you're subscribed because we have tons of new content coming up right here on Dirt Trax.